Hey, what's shaking, Libra? Welcome to the channel. It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. What's going on? So guys, thank you for joining me for this tarot card reading. I'm doing it for the month of May 2020. So guys, this is for cross watchers too, you know, and people tend to check their sun, moon, and rising. And if you just happen to stumble across the video and you were guided to check in, I mean, I hope you enjoy the video and I hope it resonates. So what I'm going to do right now is a new month read with the Witch's Tarot. And this one is going to look at what you need to be focusing on and what you should maybe leave for another time. So let me just shuffle here. And thanks so much, everybody, for subscribing and for your comments. And I just wanted to throw out a reminder that tapping the notification bell is the best way to make sure that you're going to have access to my videos when they come up. So anyway, guys, I'm going to jump in and we're going to have, the first card is going to say to take a closer look at this in May. And I think I'm rhyming a little bit, but that's all right. Wow. So the first card I have for you guys is the Ace of Swords. And this is, okay, the first, like, I'm getting a lot of information from this card right away. So it's like, always, always, always see yourself as winning. Even when things look a little bit stark, like the background here, you could have a spirit animal in the sense of a bird, which may not necessarily be this bird on this card, but maybe if you're seeing like any, like whatever is typical to your region, but you keep on seeing the same bird or different numbers of birds, like crows and ravens, there's spiritual meanings behind like the numbers that you're seeing of them. So really pay attention to stuff like that and see everything as a win. Like, even if it feels like a massive failure in the moment, it's part of your spiritual and karmic development. So really just say thank you for every single thing. And I know it can be tough. Like, I definitely have moments or I'm like, what is even happening right now? Like, I don't deserve this. So really check your mindset and take a closer look at how you feel about things, you know? So let's see, don't worry so much about this. We've got the Page of Pentacles. So really this is related to messages about money. And I'm getting the sense that you could be worried about money. I think this happens to people no matter what tax bracket they're in. Like, there just never seems to be enough money for anything. And the more money you have, the more money you spend. So this is to really shut out mixed messages about money. You might be getting information from other people, what you should be doing with your money. You know, banks compete for your attention. Credit card companies do the same thing, you know. Investment funds, everybody's competing for your money. It's because that's how they make money. So don't worry so much about what everybody thinks about your income, you know. And just a little piece of advice here to you guys. A friend of mine posted on Facebook the other day. She was like, okay, what do I need to know about going to the bank to get a mortgage? And I was like, well, research their website to see what rates they're offering that they don't talk to you about in person. So that's really like, disregard what messages are coming in, and you guys can negotiate anything. You can negotiate your cell phone rates, your credit card interest, your mortgage rate. You know, it's like, really don't pay attention to the fluff and pomp and circumstance that is being floated around and other people's opinions about what you need to be doing with your money, because this is your journey to stay on top of and win. So let's see, the third card says, beware of this danger. So we have the Nine of Cups. So this is pretty, I think this is a really good one. You know, sometimes we really go overboard with the celebrating, or you can revisit a bad habit because it feels good. So be very careful about this. Be very careful about overdoing it. You know, anything in excess is generally not good for you. So practice things in moderation, but have a great time while you're at it, but know your limits. You know, there's just always, you can go this far and you're safe, and then you take one step over that line and it's like, whoops, you know, you could have one extra drink at the office Christmas party, or whatever celebration you're at, and then, you know, you've stepped over the line into sort of, you know, class clown behavior that's not maybe acceptable, or you've just eaten too much and then you feel like garbage, or, you know, just be careful. Don't go one step over the line with your celebrations, because your body can really pay for it, and sometimes your reputation. So I'm seeing where you need to sort of guard your own self-interest here, as far as moving forward in the month of May, and definitely taking your wins where they come and interpreting any perceived losses as a win also. So let's see, hold tight to this. We've got the Chariot card, which I absolutely love, and there's a lot of activity going on with this card. You can see that the horses are rearing up and they're ready to go. So hold on tight to your energy and how you spend it. I like to think of energy, you guys, as sort of, you know, every morning you get a deposit of energy, and then you have to sort of ration out how you're going to spend it every day. So if you're looking at things in a good way, in a positive sense, that sort of amplifies your energy. But if you're taking a really negative tact and like having those negative thoughts in your mind, it's like it's a withdrawal every single time. So I'm seeing a need for checks and balances, like really putting in some controls so you can watch how you're spending your energy and what you're attracting back here. And this is really interesting where, like, if you look at dark and light as like the forces of good and evil, like really be careful about the darkness. You know what I mean? Like the negative thoughts, the overindulgence, the letting other people come in and tell you what to do, and seeing yourself in like a position of loss. So you really kind of have to watch out for stuff like this month. So let's see, learn to appreciate this. So we have the Nine of Wands here. So sometimes things, the flow is just steady. You know, it's not up or down. Sometimes you work really hard, and sometimes you have to take a breath to let everything catch up to you. So learn to appreciate the pauses in life. You know, you have a lot going on here. So if you can take advantage of downtime with the Nine of Wands and sort of take stock of how far you've come, I think it could really do you good, you know. And this is really interesting that in this particular Nine of Wands, the sun is going down. So something I really like to focus on in my own life, and I'll share this with you, is insisting on downtime at least an hour or two before bed. Like, just take it easy on the screen time. You know, I really guard that time to myself. And first thing in the morning too, I get up before anybody else basically around me on my block, so I can work, you know, with you guys, do my YouTube videos. So appreciate the space that you give yourself. It's there for a reason. And it's also to recharge your energetic bank balance. So really, like, guard your time wisely, you know, when you're alone, and learn to appreciate it. So stop pursuing this, you guys. So we have the Ten of Wands, and this is really shouldering all this burden all by yourself. You know, there's no need for you to be, and I'm getting the word hero, you know, you don't have to take everything on your own. And I think this came up in Aries in the same position. So I think this is a really good reminder that you're not on your journey by yourself. You know, it's just, you don't have to carry everything on your own. And you guys are such a strong sign, so that you might just bring in a little bit too much and keep yourself closed off, and maybe you're wondering what other people think of you a bit too much, and this could really exhaust your energy too. It's like, okay, I've got all this, and even though I have coworkers and friends, I'm just going to march this road by myself and not even think about asking anybody for help. I'm just going to look straight into the future. I've got this, you know, and maybe not take up invitations from other people that want to help you. Or maybe you've been single a really long time and you think, well, you know, it's been this long, I don't have to, like, I don't need a partner, but maybe you do. So stop pursuing and I'm getting the word sort of fantasy, that everything needs to be done by you, for you, because you do have other people. You probably have friends and colleagues For some of you, you could have a romantic interest out there that could fit with you really well. And some of you in partnerships, maybe you're not allowing your partner to come in as fully as they would like to help you cross the finish line of what it is that you're pursuing with your life, and that could leave them feeling a little bit left out. So let's see, the last card we have for you is, wow, I love this card, you guys. The Seek This card is actually the King of Cups. So the King of Cups, he's so at one with his emotions, you know, and you can see that he's beside the water here, the ocean, which is a very powerful force. So I'm seeing that you guys, you could dive deeper into your own recesses, your own resources, and bring out emotions that may have been locked away for some time because you're so focused on your journey with the Ten of Wands, right? Let me put these cards down for a second. You know, so you're being advised here to really do a little bit more research and take some pauses here to appreciate what's going on in your life. You know, and maybe you want to connect with people a little bit more than you are right now, and watch out for the indulgences particularly, because that can really mess with your emotional state of being. You know, I try to keep myself as straight edge as possible, which means I don't really bring in stimulants into my life, you know, because they can really knock off your the way that you're connecting with the universe. And this is really seeking that you get in touch with who you are as a person, and what your flow is, your natural state of flow with the water element, and like understanding what makes you tick, and, you know, moving forward with this real sense that you don't have to listen to what anybody else wants you to do with your life, and everything you do is taking you to the winner's circle. So if you've been knocked down, like, get back up, you guys, and harness that energy that is within yourself, and really find some people or someone to start sharing that path that you're walking. And you could have been walking it alone for a long time, even if you're surrounded by people. But the King of Cups, he really he uses other people, and not uses them, but uses the connection, like enhances that to enhance himself. So I see this energy is available for you guys too, where you can connect with the right people, where it's like the give and take and the flow of energy, and really will elevate you. And then you'll just start naturally feeling like you're on top of the world here. So you have a really interesting reading here to, like, get in touch more with your soul, your heart, you know, your mind and your body, and see how everything works together, and how to connect with your soul tribe so that you can further your own journey and possibly help other people further theirs. Whew. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Take care of yourselves. Bye.